I spent ages trying to get this guy to go electric. Finally, after a couple of years of moaning, he's traded in his diesel for one of these, a 2017 RAV4 hybrid. In my opinion, the styling is excellent and there is not a bad line on its body. A great improvement over Toyota's somewhat mediocre styling on its previous models. The powerlift tailgate gives way to an enormous boot space, and this is with the reclining rear seats in the upright position. Drop these down and it becomes vast. And there are plenty of good storage solutions here, including the cup holders, 2 in the centre console, 2 in the door cards with a bit of a squeeze, 2 loose in the glove box with ease, and 2 in the rear armrest. Rear leg and headroom is excellent, and the high floor makes these situations a whole lot easier. A couple of seconds and she's in. Similarly, in the front, the driving position is forever adjustable and the room is ample.
Hello and welcome to another episode, and welcome to the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. We've generally not been big fans of hybrids, to be honest, in the past, but this 2017 model is definitely the best we've driven so far. For this model, we've seen prices varying between £229 per month and £330 per month on PCP, but if you want to buy this outright, you're looking at around about £23,000. The claimed MPG from Toyota is 60 miles per gallon, but the owner of this car, who's covered approximately 1,000 miles, achieves about 44 miles per gallon, but that's still pretty good for a car of this size. Up to speeds of 40 miles per hour, you can creep along on electrons only, as long as you're not too hard on the throttle. Another neat trick of the RAV4 is that it's four-wheel drive, but it has no prop shaft, and that's because the electric motor drives the rear wheels and the petrol engine and the CVT gearbox drive the front. The real advantage of that is that you get less vibration from the drivetrain and you get a really flat floor in the back. Okay, that's enough talking about it, let's get in and drive it. Okay, so my first impressions of this car is it does feel fantastic. It feels really smooth and powerful. It's got a really nice high-seated position and the visibility is really good from all angles. And even this bulky A-pillar doesn't seem to obscure your view any. As you know, we're not generally fans of hybrids, but Toyota sell hundreds of them, so there must be something about them that Toyota are doing right. There is a place for these cars in the market. The gentleman who owns this car has no off-street parking, so as much as he wanted a plug-in hybrid, it just wasn't possible. But he did get rid of his diesel to get one of these. In terms of brake horsepower, you get 195, and that's with the petrol engine combined with the electric motor. It suggests a 0 to 60 time of 8.4 seconds, but to be honest, in the real world it doesn't feel quite as quick as that, but it's still pretty respectable for a big car. Even with the higher floor and the weight of this car, through the bends there's no body roll at all. And you feel that going through a corner with a bit of haste, you'd probably be okay coming out the other side. You've got a couple of different modes. You've got EV mode, you've got eco mode, and you've got sport mode. And I'm about to try the sport mode. We previously tested the Toyota CHR and we were really disappointed with its EV mode, but this seems a whole lot better. I've managed up to 40 miles per hour on EV mode, and that was with a normal standard of driving. And to achieve the same in the CHR, I'd really have to have tickled the throttle. Ergonomically, the layout of this car is really good. I personally really like it. I think it's clear, it's not too cluttered, it's not filled with buttons everywhere. and I think it's easy to understand. Build quality is just what you expect from the Japanese. I'm not going to harp on about it because we all know what it's like, but it's excellent. We personally wouldn't buy one of these cars, but we can understand why people do. This car is achieving 44 miles per gallon, which knocks the socks off many other cars of this size. And it's not a diesel. The only thing I'd change about this car is I'd make it a plug-in, with a range of about 25 to 30 miles on electric, similar to that of the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. However, that wasn't available in the circumstances, and for the guy who owns it, this is perfect. I can genuinely say I've had a really nice drive in this car. It's been an absolute pleasure. So I'm just dropping the car back off now with the owner, and me and Florence have had a really nice time driving around together. We've got a really exciting review coming up, hopefully next week, maybe the week after, but it's going to be a bit Florence dependent, so we'll see. So just remember to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
So, if you can't charge at home, but you are worried about your carbon footprint, then this is well worth considering.